Hey guys, RanterInShades here, exercising my First Amendment rights vlog style. Happy New Year to all you guys. And to keep the new year a-rollin', I'm going to continue shamelessly ripping off Muse Productions, and to a lesser extent a dose of Buckley, by sharing my top 10 worst songs of 2013 according to the Billboard year-end chart. Now, if you haven't seen my top 10 best songs of 2013 video, I will have that annotated up top throughout this video as well as linked in the description. A lot of music has been released this year, and I find a good bit of it to be shitty, at least when it comes to songs that chart on the year-end charts. This video is going to go over the top 10 songs on that chart that have annoyed me the most this year. Now, I understand there's probably a good bit of you out there that actually like one or more of these songs. That's perfectly fine. But just allow me to state my opinions first, and you can state yours in the comments after this video finishes. Before I kick off this list, allow me to share a dishonorable mention that didn't make it on the year-end charts for reasons I really don't understand, because this song was pretty out there from what I remember. This song would be Crazy Kids by Kesha. This song is very Blueprint when it comes to Kesha's music, and the chorus really does drive me up a wall, especially the part where she goes, "We are the crazy people." It's one of those elements that's just really unnecessary. Crazy Kids is just your run-of-the-mill pop song you'd expect from someone as trashy as Kesha, and hearing the song really aggravated me. And by the way, no, Miley Cyrus doesn't appear once on this list. I can't stand her, but even giving her any of my attention just puts a bad taste in my mouth. Besides, I do believe there have been much worse songs this year than either We Can't Stop or Wrecking Ball. Now that that's over with, let's get to the list. Number 10 is The Harlem Shake by Bauer. I did not understand the point of this song. More importantly, I did not understand why the song was a hit on the Billboard charts and why it charted so high on the year-end chart. 2013, to me anyway, doesn't sound like a year people are going to remember as the year of the Harlem Shake, especially since the Harlem Shake fad died down months ago. It's been months since somebody from my personal life, or somebody I'm subscribed to on YouTube, posted a link on Facebook to a Harlem Shake video they were in that I know right away is going to be so standout. So why is this song number 4? Already I find those videos to be pretty stupid, but with this song, Billboard decided to have YouTube stats factor into how high a song charts. And still I don't see the point in even acknowledging this as a song. I mean, what does it even have to contribute? The fact that people made stupid videos and posted them on YouTube and shared them on Facebook? Come on. The song on its own is boring and brings nothing new to the table. Number 9 is The Fox by Elvis. Another song I saw no point to. The Fox is like a Patrice Wilson project in that shit Patrice got involved with is pretty much supposed to teach you about something. Be it the days of the week, months, and their corresponding holidays, or the different kinds of Chinese food. Elvis is here to teach us about animal noises, because that's a cool concept, right? The song is basically known for the line, "What does the fox say?" To which I say, nobody gives a shit what the damn fox says. The fox certainly doesn't make cheap dubstep sounds, that's for sure. I could never take this song seriously. But the reason why this song and the Harlem Shake are lower on this list is because nobody's really supposed to take them seriously. If people do, I really gotta question your musical standards. But anyway, excuse me, let's carry on with this list, shall we? Number 8 is Started From the Bottom by Drake. So Drake started from the bottom, eh? Nah, I don't buy it. He was on Degrassi The Next Generation prior to becoming a rapper, and he expects us to believe he came from the gutter? Nope. You had a good bit going for you, sir. I really don't buy it, man. And the same goes for your whole team, aka Young Money. You guys all seem pretty privileged to claim you started from the bottom. Drake is one of those rappers who always likes to talk about how he's made it. I've never really liked those kinds of songs because it seems like kind of a slap in the face to the many artists in the underground who never got the shot that Drake had. Started From the Bottom is another one of those songs, and it really makes Drake seem like a broken record. It's just as bullshit as the last time Drake talked about it. This has always been a problem I've had with him, and it really does contribute to why I can't take him seriously as a rapper or songwriter. So fuck it. Moving on. Number 7 is One More Night by Maroon 5. Maroon 5 is a band that's really been disappointing me a lot in recent years. I do like Maroon 5. Not only did the band originate at the camp I used to go to, but they also put out one of my favorite albums growing up that I still enjoy today, Songs About Jane. There are many great songs on that album, mainly the deep cuts, such as The Sun and Through With You, but the album has a very unique feel and some sweet instrumentation that pretty much disappeared down the road. Everything I loved about Songs About Jane just hasn't existed with Maroon 5 for years. They've put out some okay songs like Moves Like Jagger, but this? No! Songs such as One More Night are such a far cry from what I liked about their first album. It's almost to the point where I feel uncomfortable even calling Maroon 5 a band, since it sounds like a very poppy Adam Levine solo project. Like, is the rest of the band even cool with going in this direction? I think Adam Levine is a good singer with a very distinctive voice, but hearing this song just breaks my heart. So if I'm gonna be listening to anything by Maroon 5, I'm just gonna stick with the first album. Or if someone insists on playing Moves Like Jagger, I won't mind. I mean, that song is at least catchy. Number 6 is Scream and Shout by will.i.am featuring Britney Spears. Oh boy, this song just has generic written all over it. I've always found will.i.am's writing style to be pretty mediocre, and it really shows with Scream and Shout. It has some pretty repetitive and cliched lyrics, especially at the bridge. I wish this night would last forever. Haven't enough people said that? But you know what always drives me up the wall with this song? That
Britney, bitch.
Oh yeah. That always makes me... Then there's that break that falls after that awkward line. Again, the song is generic as hell, musically and lyrically, and will.i.am sounds as uncharismatic as you'll hear him these days. I could really have done without this song. Number 5 is I Love It by Icona Pop. Motherfuck, that's singing! I really don't have much to say about this song. It's really only up this high because of that really nasally singing heard throughout the song. The song sounds like it could easily be passed off as a kids' pop song, and that really says a lot, so fuck it. Number 4 is 22 by Taylor Swift. The thing about 22 is that even for a Taylor Swift song, it sounds so throwaway. I don't see anything special about it. And that's not just because I don't like Taylor Swift. The progression is, and I know I'm using this word a lot, generic. The same chords that pretty much anyone that owns a guitar knows how to play. That alone is enough for me to know that this song has nothing original going for it, at least musically. The song's lyrics are pretty typical of having a good time, yada yada yada. Kind of weird considering this is Taylor Swift we're talking about, since there's nothing about getting back at an ex. That is, unless making fun of them counts. Finally, and this is something Mark Muse said in his review of the song, but how does one feel 22? 22 seems like such a random age to pull out of your ass, even for songwriting purposes. You've pretty much done it all at age 21, and I know I'm 20, so I really shouldn't say that since I don't know from experience, but it's close enough. But what is the really big thing about being 22? What can you do at 22 that you couldn't do at 21? Not to mention the lyrics of this song sound way too juvenile for 22. Maybe 14 should have been a better title. Right. Number 3 is Beauty and a Beat by Justin Bieber featuring Nicki Minaj. Bieber. It's gotten to the point where even mentioning his name in this context feels like an obligation. But I was pretty annoyed by this song. But you know what else I'm annoyed by? The fact that Bieber still manages to hold some relevance. He's hit puberty and his voice sounds a lot different than it did when Usher decided to destroy your soul! With that in mind, good old Max Martin decides to attach a more relevant artist like Nicki Minaj. Real good choice, because there's nothing I like more than hearing her say, Selena. That was such an eye-roller moment. I'm confident, and I've been confident for the past 2 years, that Bieber will be on his way out soon. So soon I can taste it. Until then, I guess all we can really do is wait it out. Hopefully it's not too long of a wait. Number 2 is Die Young by Kesha. This is where Crazy Kids would have gone had it charted on the year-end chart. Fortunately enough, we have another Kesha song to put here that sucks just as much. You hear this song and it just sounds like every other song of Kesha's. Back when this song came out, I had started to think she had faded away like I knew she was going to do. Then she puts out another generic song like this that made enough of an impact to get briefly taken off the radio waves around the time of the Sandy Hook shooting. Pretty much everything I've said about Crazy Kids earlier in this video can be applied to Die Young. The only difference between the two is that Die Young musically sounds like way too many other songs. And to think she said she was going to have a more rocky album that wasn't going to sound like, you know, this out this year. And the worst song of 2013 is, and I'm sure nobody is going to be at all surprised by this, is I Knew You Were Trouble by Taylor Swift. No song annoyed me more than I Knew You Were Trouble. This song has pretty much all the lyrical elements that I hate about Taylor Swift's songs. It's just another one of her cliche breakup songs. It's another type of song I never really liked. But what makes 22, as annoying as it is, more tolerable than this song is that it isn't as dubstep-y, and Taylor isn't so goddamn whiny. That's probably the thing about the song that pisses me off the most. It's so whiny. And to any one of her fans that say, oh, country artists talk about breakups all the time, how the fuck is this country? Wikipedia doesn't even list it as a country song. See that? It says electropop. Thus sums up why I Knew You Were Trouble, in my opinion, is the worst song of 2013. Fuck this song. So I hope you enjoyed this list, and despite songs like these and many more being all over the place, I hope you all had a good year. This year's been pretty good for both my personal life and my YouTube channel, and I have you guys to thank for that. So thank you guys for a great year, and look forward to many more videos from me in 2014. I'm Shades, and I'll see you next time.